everybody, Nash with the Tampa Drain Dudes. We got a super common problem. This is probably the most popular job we do. We're slowing down on them just because we are expanding our team, and these smaller jobs don't quite fit that picture. But when we got days where we're by ourselves or weekends, these are awesome jobs to do. Go ahead and show you this. I'm gonna knock this one out pretty quick. Just pulled up right now. It's 8:15. So my parents are in town. Just picked them up from the airport yesterday, and so I'd like to knock this out so I can spend some time with them. But I'll go ahead, grab some material, and show you around back. What we've got is a pool lanai, and the channel drain is not draining correctly. So we're gonna get that taken care of. Show you guys what we're working with. If you've ever seen these deck drawers, decked storage, I highly recommend them. These things are awesome. It's kind of a pain because I have a rack right here, a low rack, and sometimes getting pipe and the pressure washer in there, it doesn't really work out the way I want it to, so that's unfortunate. But I'll get a bed cap soon, that way I have more height. But anyways, let's head back there. If you've seen our channel before, you know we do everything: exterior drainage, gutters, French drains, channel drain installs, drain flushing, French drain flushing, pretty much all of it. So this is what we got here. Hopefully these pool pumps aren't too loud. But we got a channel drain coming across this awesome lanai, real nice area. Comes from here. It's about a 50-foot stretch, high puppers, and then it makes a 90 and gets stuck over there. Every time it rains, water's pooling up. Oh my god, they are so cute. High puppers. Water's pooling up in this corner, and you can tell over here it doesn't quite have an outlet because of all this dirt buildup and mulch right here. So whenever we get rain, it's flooding this patio, and water can't get out of this channel drain. And on this side, it's because of all these rocks. These channel drains are actually pretty deep. Hopefully something doesn't come out and get me.
12 seconds later.
Yeah, and you can see there's rocks inside there. These outlets need to be above ground level. I'm sure these downspouts sit here on these rocks too and add to that issue. What we're going to be doing, depending on these pool pumps of course, getting the catch basin right in here underneath that channel drain and tying in these two downspouts. The easiest way to get these rocks out, besides a shovel, is just scooping them with your foot. All I'm going to do here is create a path about 1.5 to 2 foot wide. The pipe we're going to be laying in here is only 4-inch solid pipe. And if you've seen our videos, we like to use tarps. You can use trash bags if you're just doing a weekender job. These tarps are what we put all the dirt on. Helps keep the job a lot cleaner and a lot faster, because when we trench down we can just flip it back in. Works out real nice. Got 2 shovels today. We're running a 4-inch spade, trenching shovel, my bad, and then a standard shovel, which we do most of these jobs by hand. One, because a lot of these houses here in Wesley Chapel and Land O'Lakes, you can't even fit a mini X through, or any trenching machines. But 2, irrigation lines are everywhere, and we can dodge them a lot easier digging by hand. Now these catch basins you can get at Lowe's, Home Depot, Ace Hardware, Site One, Amazon. Come in all different sizes. We like to run these 6-inch with a 4-inch outlet. They make larger ones, but a lot of contractors run those larger 12-inch basins with still a 4-inch outlet, which doesn't make any sense.
Why? 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 Why?
Because it's the same water flow out. So now we rarely hit any irrigation lines anymore. And to tell you the honest truth, it's because we hit
Billions and 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 billions
in the beginning. But you kind of learn when you can feel the difference in between a rock and a sprinkler line or a pool pump, and that might only come with digging 100 of these systems. So just take it easy if you're worried about your irrigation line. Once we get to the sod, take your regular shovel or an edger, anything with less of a sharp V on that tip, and all we're doing is just cutting that sod root and hit that other side. This side's going to be easier to chop. Cool. Finishing part, another foot. These are just going to come up in sections. Now just come through and trench. Needs to be just below that channel drain, the lid on, just like that. Then we'll compact around it, connect the pipe. But we're going to tie in these downspouts first. Probably just this one on the right. Probably let this one add into that catch basin there. With this slab right here, it's not going to look as aesthetically pleasing if we're connecting that black pipe and having it come out above the ground. Downspout dug out a little bit. This is how we're going to connect it. Using a 4-inch downspout adapter, it's going to pop right onto that downspout. And when we get that pipe back here, we're going to be adding this Y right here. Pretty simple. So that water from the catch basin is going to flow. This downspout's going to come in from the top. Everything will get buried and it'll look real clean. Go ahead, grab that pipe, start connecting it. Pipe we're running, this is 4-inch corrugated solid pipe. Doesn't have any holes in it. If you're doing this project, when you go to the hardware store to pick this up, make sure it does not have slits in it. That pipe with slits in it is called perforated pipe. That is for subsurface water. If you've got a low water table and that water is getting under the sod into the soil and then it's pooling there, that's when you'd use perforated pipe. That's what traditional French drains use. They drop fabric, drop some rock, put the pipe in, and then wrap it up like a burrito. That's for grabbing water, pretty much absorbs it, takes it into that void and takes it to where you need it to go. This one, we're just moving water from point A to point B. We don't want any water coming in from any other spots or getting out. So that's what we're using. You can also use SDR 35, which is that green PVC pipe you see in stores. If you're going to be driving big zero turns or something heavy, I definitely recommend going with that. Otherwise, this 4-inch corrugated works really well if you install it deep enough and compact well. We connect it using just little screws. You don't necessarily need them, but it helps hold them together while you're doing this project. So, recommend that. You can also use what's called tile tape. It's like a waterproof wide tape. We use that if there's really bad root intrusion, like shrubs right next to it. That'll help extend the life of that system a little bit with that tile tape. Stuff's really easy to work with. Highly recommend it. Pull it up and through. And we're just going to tap it right into the squad. Grab my knife real quick. A little piece to join that catch basin and that Y right there. Usually a hand width is enough to do that. Just cut that pipe like that. Stick it in our catch basin. And pop that. There we go. Pops right in place. Awesome. Now we need to cut off for right there. When you're doing this, tap on those gutters, see if there's any kind of leaves or debris in there that might need to come out before you do the system. But before I make that connection, I'm gonna go ahead and run this down to the ending where we're gonna do a pop-up emitter. You can daylight it. Daylighting it means running that pipe out to an end with nothing on it. If you have awesome slope or a drop off, do that. It's the best for water flow. The next best step is a pop-up emitter. These just sit on the end, water comes out, floats out this top right here, helps with erosion control a little bit. And at the bottom is a weep hole, so if there's not enough water to come out of the pipe, it'll slowly drain through that weep hole. And come to about right here. Forgot we are going to cut that little piece real quick before we backfill. Like that. It's about as tight as it gets, so we don't even need to tap screws in that part, but for good measure we are. When you backfill, you use the bigger shovel. It's gonna make it a lot faster, and just throw that dirt just about level with the top of the ground. You'll see why here in a minute. Once you get that dirt back on there, start throwing that sod back. And then you just want to break up that sod. Don't have to jump on it. Just stand on it, wiggle your feet, break up that sod. That sod's going to sit half inch, an inch higher than the rest of the sod around it. It'll be a little bit of a bump in that yard. Once that soil settles, we get a couple of rains. After a couple days, it's going to sit back flat and level with the rest of it. Pop our lid on. Now those lids can be covered by rocks, no problem. Just make sure they're larger rocks, not pea gravel or anything tiny. Shoot for half an inch or larger. This side is ready for that flush, so that'll be at the end once we get that other side done too. So let's go knock that out. Time 9:06. I already forgot what time we started, but I'd imagine it's been about an hour. Not too bad. Oh, but clearly it's getting to me. Let's get her done. Be a little bit more effort. Shorter distance, but
oh, brother, this guy stinks!
We got palm roots. Palm roots are the worst to dig through in the whole world. The roots spread like spider webs everywhere. So that'll be some lovely fun to get up out of there. If you got a lot of roots and stuff going into those channel drains, you can use a screwdriver or a pry bar like this. And just pry all that stuff out. Good is this dog. Got blue eye and brown. I like my old dog. Hi, puppers. Got this backfilled back here. Everything's connected in. Now we just got to remove the sod like the other side. Get it low enough to where we can get a pop-up emitter releasing it. And then we'll do the drain flush. So I'm going to go ahead, knock this out, and skip to that part. Hi, cutie pie. Looks like a little husky too. Now there's no way to clean out these deck drains the way they sit. Tops don't pop off, so we use these deck drain caps right here. You're so pretty. I'm way too distracted by these dogs. I don't know if these will be too terribly clogged, as usually it's soil on the end. This time it was just rocks, so those were probably blocking the outflow. But all we do, measure where these clips need to go. It's gonna scare the dog probably. And just like that, now we have access cap. These lay flat and they pop right off. See what we got in the system. I had to guess, probably a little bit of sand. These paver decks, whenever they get sealed, the paver guys never tape off these. And hopefully there's some roots. Ooh, beautiful. Some roots and some sand. All right, we're gonna go ahead, hook our pressure washing business up. Pressure washing business. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind.
Bang, bang, I'm losing it! Bun down, shoe, mustard, pen, bun now!
Except we actually used to own a pressure washing business when Joe and I first moved here to Florida. That's what we started up. And oh man, gonna have to have a talk with whoever rolled up this guy so tight. Look at those kinks. But that's kind of, we used to clean these pool decks and seal them. We had a lot of customers who said they wouldn't drain because these channel drains were having issues draining. And so we found a good way to clean those to take care of that problem. Then every time we'd clean them, it'd come out somewhere like this, not have anywhere to go. So we got into drainage systems. And now we just started doing gutters. We do French drains, all kinds of exterior drainage. It's been about 2 years now, just doing drains. And now we got Brandon and Tristan working with us. Hopefully a third soon. It's going real well. So I'm getting sidetracked. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on this water. Now what I just put in there is a jet nozzle, and the valve is over here. And that tip has one hole in the front. Looks like a bullet, and it shoots forward and 3 pointing backwards. Show you guys real quick once this water gets out. Oh my god, I didn't even connect the hose. I've lost my mind today. Alright, try this one more time. Now we're getting somewhere. See that hose start moving, start wiggling.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Now we got water out here at the bottom. This is what this looks like. You can see it jetting backwards. Getting me soaking wet. One going forward, I'm gonna put that up. And when we turn that on, that water pressure just explodes in there. It pulls itself through all that sand and debris, and when we pull it back, it pulls all that junk with it. So let's go ahead and get her done. Get all that junk. Thing is gushing out water now. Looking good. Now that we've loosened up all that debris, it's all coming out. We can go drop our garden hose in at the start. Look at all that dog hair. Dog hair will clog a system quicker than anything else will. That's a fact.
Fact.
Besides Flex Seal, of course, the greatest product on earth.
Fact.
Alright, probably don't have enough water to come out this end yet. We won't worry about that, but I'm going to take this garden hose in all the way down there and flush it from the start. Best way to tell when you're done and when that system is clean is once you see clear water flowing out this end. So go ahead, drop this hose. You'll get a lot more water volume with the main garden hose. That'll carry all that sediment out now that you've disturbed it. Once it turns clear and we know we've gotten everything out of this channel drain, we'll rinse from that top and we'll get out of here. I'm pretty sure that was a snake. Yeah. Pretty sure that was a little black racer. Go ahead. Flush this thing out. While that's flushing, I'm going to go look at the tape again. And that I just recorded and see if that was a snake tail or a stick. But I'm pretty sure it moved after I walked away. Go ahead, pull that root and put that cap on. See that water still gushing. Look at all the stuff that built up here. But it's getting clear. You can still see lots of sediment. Cool. Now that Mr. Snack is out of there and safe, I'll show you guys that water's flowing nice and clear out of that channel drain. And it's coming down here to the pop-up where it will emit and go into a natural drainage point. Go ahead, get all my stuff packed up, and we'll close this one out. All right, I'll pay it up. And it is 11:15. That job normally would have taken an hour, hour and a half. Instead, it took 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. Math. Took about 3 hours. That one side had wicked palm roots, and I didn't bring the cutter. Before that, just used the Sawzall. Wanted to be careful too because they had irrigation lines in there. And it is quicker to be a little careful than it is to drive all the way to the hardware store and grab the right size pipe and come back and fix it. Although I have everything pretty much on the truck with me today, so I wouldn't be worried about that, but it's good practice. And then of course there was a snake. And that guy, I know it seemed pretty quick, but that thing took half an hour at least just to get moving to get out of there. He was kind of backed up backwards into there, you know, the way he swam in, and then had to shimmy on his way back. It was too narrow and too fat of a snake to turn around. So that's that. That's my Friday. We're the Tampa Drain Dudes. If you need any exterior drainage work in the Tampa, Wesley, Chapel, Land O'Lakes, Odessa area, I almost said St. Pete. We don't cover there yet, but we're working towards it, working on expanding. Or if you guys are looking to start your own drainage company, definitely give us a call. We pretty much have mapped out our whole system and built everything down into systems. So we can definitely talk franchise or help you guys get started on your own. If you guys enjoyed the video, give us a like, subscribe, stay tuned for more. Check us out on Facebook and everywhere else we are. Thanks for watching. Bye.